flags real quick.
Listen, I hope to one day have like my flag on the play Fridays be like some shit that's like I can use the NFL music. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
And then,
dun,
and then like get an echo, like have my shit echo. Flag on the play. Illegal use of your penis.
You know what? We might be able to get you a mix of it.
Oh my god!
Free of the cop.
Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that because I just thought about it. If I play that sound effect on the goddamn sound of coffee, the NFL will have my goddamn ass.
No. There's some parameters that if you change it, so my brother's church they remixed it slightly and they were able to use it penalty free. Because they did.
I was saying I ain't trying to get no penalties for the shit.
No, they did a Super Bowl service and people were like, "Y'all so sanctified." I was like, "You have no idea what is about to go down at this church."
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
to go down in this
but
church,
it wasn't
Lord.
on a Super Bowl Sunday. I was like, no. I was like, their church once a year. This is their time. The church members can get their grievances out on other church members. They get to take the mic and go head to head. I said,
listen.
And I just sit there like, and they're like, you don't even go here. I don't.
So this their time to shine.
I'm just.
But I'll put a crisp 50 in the collection plate because I'm sitting in the front row. Yes, I am. I'm watching it all, top to bottom. I will help y'all clean up afterwards.
The Yankees is 5 years old, so we got to have like a Yankee with a golden 5 on it. Listen, Angry created that both of them goddamn statues, and I've been using them motherfuckers every year for about 3 years now. It's just a guy holding on to a damn eggplant. That shit does not need to improve. We just need to put a big golden 5 behind it. It's like the Yankees are 5 this year.
Listen, man, I kind of changed it up. The last one I kind of changed it up to make it look like was it the Oscars or was it Emmys?
Yeah, it did look like the Oscars.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you
going on?
You made a squirrel hold their fucking fingers up. What'd you say?
Okay.
What's wrong?
Something happening? Uh-oh.
Okay, I thought that maybe I made a mistake. I went back to the exact email address that you gave me that I originally emailed her from just as a gentle reminder. It's now telling me the address is not found.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
But it wasn't on a Super Bowl Sunday because when I emailed her before and she messaged back, I'm concerned.
Hold on.
I am. Because
hold on.
Okay, let me get out of my mommy brain. That immediately, she's dead on the side of the road. Somebody done kidnapped her. Y'all know.
Yeah, like don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Say look that. I'm getting myself out of it. It's just being a parent for over 30 years. That's what I go to.
And you know what's so bad? I do the same thing too.
Yeah.
And he's not a parent.
And I'm not a parent, but immediately if like
you got a dog. You got a dog, you are a parent.
Cause I mean,
cause them dogs be
Oh, because I mean, instantly, immediately, I'm like,
a dog will pass on.
I'm supposed to hurt.
You gotta watch your 21-year-old daughter get ready for fucking graduating high school, and you see her graduation pictures, you be all in tears and shit.
Oh no, I got you. I got you one better.
Same.
My oldest daughter, the one I call the secondary custodial minion, because my children feel like they need to supervise me. And no, I don't need any commentary on that, whether you agree or not. That's not important right now. Right? When she graduated high school, because I was a coach at there, and I was actually awarded best parent at the high school, by the way. They gave me a certificate and everything. I took the official pictures. Yes. When they were coming out the tunnel and she was a valedictorian, I'm standing there like trying to be professional, like I got this. We locked eyes. It was over. You got to realize she's the peanut butter version of me. She got my face and my height and everything. So there were people that were confused. There were two grown men who was like,
You graduating?
So wait, there's 2 of them?
There's 2 of them.
I thought there was only one.
Hey, I've seen.
And then my youngest daughter, who looks like me, also came up. It was done. It was done. And then we were taking pictures afterwards.
What we got going on here?
She also made the local paper. So on the front page, it's like me and all of my kids, and they're like, so the trip. One person commented on the online version. So the triplets graduated, but only one of them got a cap and gown. Like, are they? One person was like, "Are they broke?" We're not.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like, God damn.
I'm like, I'm the mom. But when I went to register them for that high school, because we had moved, and to transfer to this particular school, after a certain time, you just had to show up on the first day of school with your kids and do all this stuff. So I had their uniforms and stuff. Their assistant principal for their program walked up to me and was like, "Excuse me, you're out of uniform. You have to leave." Bitch, I'm the parent. And I was like, "You used to fuck my best friend. Boy, move."
Wait a minute. I think we have a double siding. I ain't playing with you.
Okay. Woo. So it did go through. Woo. It did go through. Thank you.
We was
oh my God.
We was
okay.
scared.
So
we
I kept trying to email you the link, and it kept saying that the address wasn't found, and I started to have a panic attack. I thought something was wrong. I'm so glad you're good. Yeah, thank you.
It was finna be some bullshit, April. It was like,
so,
shit. Wait, is she coming?
So for a second, we thought you got kidnapped.
I thought I messed up. Yeah, the first time I thought I messed up, and I was like, wait a minute. We spoke back and forth on email. I know I got the email address correct. Second time, I was like, okay, maybe I messed up again. Let me just go back to the original and click on it. And then the third time, it was like, address not found. Oh, jeez, where's she at? I turned it to a mama.
What have we done with her? She was
all of a sudden, we were thinking like, you got taken. We were thinking you got kidnapped or something. We didn't know what happened.
I felt like I took you to Walmart and lost you in the toy aisle or something.
Listen, I was about to like go out with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire because I'm the one that wanted it. I'm like all excited. I'm like, April's coming on, and then like no April, and it's like somebody called and tell me, Miss April,
we would have got you.
She wasn't able to be there tonight because she was kidnapped.
It was gonna be some.
But we would have been able to come rescue you, okay? Because if you didn't pop in,
some way.
We'd have found you.
SEAL Team Bricks. That's us.
I was going to text my boo thing because he could find anybody, and he has no fear, and he's a little of a psychopath. He would have came and rescued you.
A little bit.
A little bit. Hold on, did you just say a little bit?
You said a little bit.
Okay,
you kind of muted. We can't hear you, April.
Oh, let's see.
Well, it's a little bit.
There we go. Say no more, fam.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna work. Taz is gonna do all the good interview shit. We're just gonna be smart asses. If you want to hang around, we hope you hang around for hour 2. That's when we start getting a little bit more light and fluffy. Also, please use profanity. I'm paying for this fucking. The hell are they gonna do to me?
Whatever you feel like.
Yes.
Okay,
it's after 9 p.m. It's after 8 p.m.
Hold on. April, every time somebody comes on here, they always go, Taz will handle the most of the interview. Like I'm the mature one. I'm not.
You are the mature one. The fuck are you talking about?
No,
so
women are worse than men.
So
listen,
out of so Taz.
Day one, and I'm still not
so
mature.
listen, Taz.
What?
You know as well as I do. Out of the group of us, you're the mature one.
Oh, that's the scary part.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Hold
At least
on,
I got the stuff in
well,
my
you're
purse
the
to
woman.
keep us alive.
I'm getting ready to start this damn show. I'm not playing with any of y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday night. You know what that means. Time to hang out with these nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is The Villain's View on
Well, at least
DCPR.
it's not Bubba's nuts.
We're not doing phrasing.
We're not doing phrasing.
No phrasing tonight.
That is second hour. We will maintain our professionalism for exactly 1 hour.
Fair enough.
I have on a Marvel t-shirt.
Technically, I do too.
I do not.
And Thomas ain't even got no shirt on. He got an undershirt.
I can put a shirt on. We being professional. It's time for
Okay,
the villains.
Dave the Viking, I can wear sleeves.
Okay. Anyway, it is time for the Villains View on GCPR, Ghost Claw Productions Radio, where every voice matters. It is streaming exclusively over there on Facebook on Ghost Claw Entertainment. It is actually streaming over on our YouTube channel. Looks great. And TikTok for some ungodly reason. Let's see which one of us gets us kicked off first. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am joined by my regular cohort of rogue rapscallions. To my immediate right, right. She's the lady that sells all the records. She is the host of the Taz Effect, and she's a mature one. She does all the interviews and shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I know her as my little sister. You will know her as Taz. Say hello to the people, please. Oh, Lord, here she goes. Say something. You just gonna wave? Word that.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Damn.
I'm going to get my Barbara Walters on since I made the mistake of telling them that I behaved for a record 2 hours today at church. So now I'm mature. Yay me.
Thank you.
See, that is a record.
See?
She settles the record.
That's growth.
Exactly. She settles or sells the record.
See, that's
Thank
growth.
you, Angry. It's growth. It's growth.
It's better than being in the corner because it's your daddy's church.
No,
How
I
you
was
put
still in the
corner
church.
your daddy's church. Like how?
Oh no, it was worse today because he squeezed into his sermon my no call no show leg while I was in the corner, and I just looked at. For real, that's what we do.
Okay. All right.
Soundboard to work through this goddamn show. You are absolutely 100% the luckiest human being that soundboard does not work through here, because every time you talk about that no call no show leg, it'd be. I'm just saying. To my immediate left is the cuddly teddy bear with the best looking beard in the Midwest. He is co-host of Rules of Nerdquisition. He also has the best struggle love condom baritone voice that we have, because my shit was destroyed because of food, sex, and cigarettes. I know him as Nate, my little brother. You will know him as the General Gambit. Say hello to the people, please.
You are the main character. Lube accordingly. Self-love lube.
Word.
Love how you put me up for the
April's
struggle,
like right
struggle
there.
of condoms, and I go self-love lube. I
Hold
swear.
on. April's literally right there.
Say, hit it with the
Oh,
swerve.
no. I'm living for this right now. This is great.
Just hit it with the swerve.
It's wade in the water, not jump in the motherfucker. Damn. To my bottom left is the angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. He hosts more shows on here than, I don't know, than the
Anybody?
microphones. Rules of Nerdquisition, Superplex Party, Model Citizen.
Porch of no judgment.
This show,
You know, here. I'm there.
here,
I'm
there, he's everywhere.
I'm here
Um,
yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
He is the dark side of this radio station. Angry is. I know him as Gilbert. You will refer to him as the angry IT nerd. Say hello to the people, please.
Apparently, I'm everywhere too.
That's it. It's
April.
oh,
I
yeah.
promise you.
That's how we starting out
It's a
tonight.
professional show. We can be professional. I promise you.
So, I mean, hey, we're doing good so far.
We're doing great.
We're-
We're doing
this is-
great.
this is
We're
good.
still on TikTok. We're
Trust
doing
me, this
great.
is good.
Look,
is
nobody
good.
has been broken.
Yet,
Nobody
yet.
thus
you know-
far has been shocked about anything that I pulled out of my purse or put on camera. And
I mean,
First,
honestly,
Jack
I,
Bauer's
and
bag.
chaos hasn't popped in
Yeah.
yeah.
to put me in the corner. So we're
Hey,
good. We are wonderful.
Taz
We're
has
good.
Jack Bauer from 24's bag. There's
So
pretty
look,
much
Taz-
everything in it, and we don't know why it's
So
all
look,
in there.
Taz has the lost
Because I
city.
need it.
No, Taz has the lost city of gold in her
I'm
purse.
with you, Taz.
You know,
Listen, I ain't play with
I
y'all.
often get almost kidnapped. Okay?
You-
So what
you do.
happens if I
And
get
that's-
fully kidnapped? I
and
need
that's
survival
sad.
stuff.
honestly,
and
I
then
think
the Viking said that it's a good thing that I have these things because I also don't have a sense of direction.
I don't
So
think
sometimes
really
I have
don't.
to just I have to sit and
Portable
wait for somebody to
kettles.
come get me.
You're the only
Portable
person I know that
kettles
can
are
get lost in
not
a
survival
closet. That's
gear.
all I'm saying. Let me introduce our very special guest for the evening. I am extremely excited about this. I just want y'all to know, I have followed this beautiful woman for quite a while. I never had the balls to actually just go, hey, won't be on radio with us? Because I'm not that fucking stupid. If you go to Instagram or to TikTok and type in, let me make sure I say it correctly, Deep South Korean, you will see this lovely and incredible woman. And please believe me when I tell you, the moment she opens her mouth, you will understand what there's a lot of white people that cannot understand why this woman talks like she does. As if somehow Koreans can't be in the South or something. Ladies and gentlemen, I will refer to her by her given name, Miss April Williamson, but you will know her as the Deep Southern Korean. April, it is a pleasure to have you on The Villain's View. Say hello to the people.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Listen, hey, for those of you who are listening on the radio right now, it sounded like Flo from Alice, didn't it? You expected some Kiss My Grits, didn't you?
You
Didn't
did.
you?
I can make some good grits, though.
I know you did not just say Flo from Alice.
I love Flo from Alice. Now, did I get in trouble for repeating some of her sayings, especially Kiss My Grits? And that's what I got in trouble for.
Close your eyes.
Kiss My Grits got the worst ass
Close your
whooping in
eyes.
my
It kind of
house.
sounds like Luann from King of the Hill.
Right?
Listen, I got Bobby Hill. People say I sound like Bobby Hill. I don't get it, but
Say now.
It's okay if you think I do.
Hold up.
Listen,
Now, if you were to yell out and say, "That's my purse. I don't know you."
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Okay.
That's
See, now,
See,
but no,
there it is.
Now I
There it is.
Now I gotta write another story and have her read it.
I'm just gonna be honest.
You know what? Yeah.
The stories you come up, we will not disrespect April with. God damn it, we will not disrespect her.
No, don't put that on me. I don't come up with them. My signal chat comes up with them. April.
I'm
in
on
full
part
disclosure,
4 of
my
Accidental
followers are
Thruple.
called my followers are called heathens. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what he thought was gonna come out of a collection of people that named themselves heathens. I didn't call them that. They told me one day that that's what they were called.
I'm just saying.
My name is Taz. You would think my followers would be like little devils or something. No.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Let me explain something to you, April. I am on part 4 of Accidental Thruple. Just go watch. I'm gonna actually have to make I'm gonna have to make
and
a
it's
playlist.
from notes from
It's from notes from her.
Chat.
From this
Now,
one over there.
But hold on, I wrote a story. One, people gave me notes, and I wrote one, and Angry was very gracious in reading because it went with it. It was like an IT story. It was a little love story. That's what we're gonna say.
Sure.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah. It was a love story. Yes.
But I also have the Nick Adams fanfic going, and y'all, I'm still ranked number 5 with MAGA because I think they think it's really Nick Adams.
You know, I have often wondered, like, if you created merch, because they love to buy merch, and like Easter egg, like dicks in the designs, or, you know, just a random bunch of shit, and then sold it, you would like make all this money from MAGA, and then you could donate it to like LGBTQ organizations or Planned Parenthood.
I have an entire picture of Donald Trump made out of penises.
No, I have Trump Asylum merch that they haven't realized that it's an asylum. They think that I recreated the hallway leading to the Oval Office, but it's not. It's an asylum. And they buy it up. And I do donate. Listen, I donate it to like soup kitchens and stuff like that.
If I could get away with it, I would literally take my own. I would take my own picture of my own, and I would make an entire Donald Trump "Make America Great Again" the thing. Remember how he's up underneath the fucking flag with the blood coming out of his mouth? I would do it all in penis pics.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I would take that picture
Of your
and
own
put
dick.
Of my
And
own
I would
penis.
put Mr. Ant behind it at this point. Oh, but before we get into things, as
Gotta
per
do the news.
usual,
I don't
we
think
got-
I'm
we
proud
have
enough
some
of my
news.
own penis to do that with that.
Why not?
we're not going to
Hey,
talk about
we're
your
talking
undercarriage
about doing
because
a picture of
your
Donald
girl,
goddamn Trump.
your fiance is one of my bestest friends. We're not having.
I'm just questioning your own.
We don't
My
talk
wife-
about
listen.
undercarriage.
Okay.
We don't talk about that.
Okay, before we go into
We don't
our
talk about Peter
in-depth
Piper, sir.
conversation with April, we have Taz Does the News, brought to you by Smoking Hot and Taz and the Taz effectiveness. So, Taz, take the news away, please.
Has tag team.
I'm gonna get in trouble because every time y'all say tag team, my DMs start blowing up. Hey, ladies,
I
how
don't even
y'all
go to
doing?
the school.
Okay.
Listen, if you have Bubba
Real
jokes,
quick.
stay in hour 2.
That
Maturity, Miss Taz.
no, I got a notification that went across the
So-
top.
We're
And
professional.
I'm gonna skate past that notification for tonight because it has to deal with the nemesis. And my co-hosts know who the nemesis is. I will share with that. Share that with y'all
That
later.
woman is built like a block Chevy.
It looks like she
Sinner.
sprung a leak in the booty implants. So give me a minute. Hold on.
The bitch is built like, Donkey Kong.
I want to
It's
know
built
how
like
you
a
spring a
Chevy
leak
on swangers.
in booty implants, but okay. For fans of Gilmore Girls, sorry, but I'm gonna have to bring the mood down for just a moment. Elizabeth France has died at the age of 84. To all the
No.
Gilmore Girl fans, yes.
Damn.
Whew. Yeah, she was. I thought she was older, but
I didn't know she was that old.
I
I had no idea.
well, I know about some of her body of work from before that, so chronologically, I thought she was older, but
Listen.
nope, we're not going there with you, Thomas. Anywho,
I'm
coming
sorry.
from
I'm over here. Shit. Listen, I'm looking at our TikTok feed so that hold on.
So we don't ignore our viewers.
Y'all want to talk?
That's it,
Coco?
right?
Listen, Coco was not here for y'all fuckery. She is bombastic
Coco is
inside
here
out.
for all of the fuckery.
Yes, in the morning.
She screamed.
She's supposed to be asleep right now. Damn it.
Oh, no,
Okay,
man.
go ahead.
No,
with the
no,
news,
no.
Taz.
We cannot have that.
Coming from Reuters, U.S. Border Patrol arrests 81 on first day of Charlotte immigration crackdown. Federal agents arrested at least 81 people in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend, a senior commander said on Sunday, making a sharp escalation in the Trump administration's mass deportation campaign. Let me explain something to y'all. Look me in the eye, okay? Look me in the eye. If you were in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is not the fight for you right now. And y'all know I'm down for a good fight, okay? And I'm saying this because ICE bypassed the governor. ICE bypassed the mayor. They went straight to the sheriff, and he is for the shits, which means he don't like y'all. Now, if you happen to be a neighbor of the sheriff, go take him a chocolate pie.
Or check and see whether or not his wife is lonely. Nothing
that chocolate pie,
on
she will
earth
be
would make
lonely.
me feel better if I found out that the Charlotte, North Carolina sheriff, his wife is currently being piped down by a man who speaks Spanish. I'm not gonna lie, the irony
or a
would be
woman,
just
or a
or a
non-binary
woman,
individual.
you know, Maria, and she's like, and then never mind. Go ahead.
Maria.
Down there,
You about to go through the middle of the
listen,
bed.
she down there, she know.
We
her-
about to crack.
That's
that
right,
head
Jess.
open.
Chocolate
Oh,
pie.
So just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about- Okay,
Maria, give her the
and
big O.
I'm just saying.
So just
saying.
all up in there.
All of just
Just
here's the thing. Men who do that we know that they don't last as long as it took for Charlie Kirk to die. I remind y'all every
You're gonna get us
Just
in
continue
trouble,
with the
Pastor.
news, man.
Ah!
Continue with the news. Continue
Oh my
with the
God.
news.
Yo, we're still on TikTok, so we good. We still on TikTok. We good. We good. We good. We good.
FAA lifts order slashing flights, allowing commercial airlines to resume their regular schedules. Don't believe it. Let's not forget that down here in good old Kentucky, we had a UPS plane go down, okay? And one of the Amazon planes almost came down going over my abode today. I wasn't home, so, but okay, that sounded real mean, like I don't care about my neighbors. I do.
Yeah,
most of y'all.
you just gonna let everybody, you gonna let the whole neighborhood die because of the damn Amazon.
I wasn't gonna let
That's
everybody.
effed up,
Let's
man.
not
That's really messed up, man.
well,
I'm just saying.
I live in 1776 country. I mean, I'll pray for him. We'll host the funeral at my daddy church. It'll be a wonderful repast. I'll make some.
I love a good repass.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm there for the
listen.
food. Okay, the Federal Aviation Administration said Sunday it is lifting all restrictions on commercial flights that were imposed at 40 major airports during the country's longest government shutdown, because Trump is a bitch. Airlines can resume their regular flight schedules beginning Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jeff Bezos, if you fly a plane over my house at 6 a.m., I'm coming and I'm beating you and your ill-deformed, unfortunate-faced wife's ass, the agency said. The announcement was made in a joint statement by Transportation Secretary and former Real World reject Sean P. Duffy and FAA Administrator Brian Bedford.
You know, Jeff Bezos has the eye for the woman who's facing him. I mean, like y'all ever seen?
No, he don't. He just stuck with it.
Y'all ever seen Lex Luthor with a stigmatism?
Here's
Got a
the
wandering
thing.
biggie eye and
Jeff
shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bezos is stuck with that woman at this point because she started to melt a little bit when they were in Venice, and they're literally stuck together. Okay, because I ain't never seen somebody with that much money, and a designer does not take what you chose off the rack. And first of all, with that much money, why are you choosing it off the rack? But I digress. And they don't even tailor it to her body, if you can call it a body. Now, I do realize until last year, I was built like a prepubescent boy. So I can talk about her because it's not body shaming. But how are you built like a soggy cardboard box, and then you have the audacity to go get the Mar-a-Lago facelift?
Let me tell you something. I can't talk bad about her because Jeff Bezos has a wandering eye. How you have as much money as Lex Luthor and none of his anything? Like, you got enough money to fix that eye, dog. Either that or get a Louis Vuitton patch over that shit. So you can look like a
what
At
did
least
we
Lex,
learn?
at least
What
Lex
did we learn
Luthor
from
is
Jeffrey
still trying
Epstein?
to progress.
What did we learn from Jeffrey
Right.
Epstein? All of these men with money and power were calling a fired substitute teacher, aka Jeffrey Epstein, asking him for dating advice after they had wives.
See, this is why no matter how old I get, older women will find me attractive. Hey, ladies, if you out here with money and your man just ain't looking at you the same way, you ever had a 53-year-old man shower in your bathroom? I got a bunch of tattoos.
First of all,
And a
I'm
dad
need you to
bod.
stop. No, Thomas, stop. Because
What?
we know Ocean's Ozempic is watching. The 80-year-old bingo
Hey,
gang
how y'all
that lives
doing?
down here by me.
She better leave me alone. I'm the wrong.
It's
Listen,
8 of them, Thomas.
and I know six of them. Listen, 6 of them have
Thomas?
early sleep, like they go to bed early.
Tom, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Listen, I'm
No,
not
they
the
don't.
one.
Thomas.
These are the heifers
Thomas.
that
One.
have dosed me twice because they
I'm
sit.
not the one.
I done told
Thomas,
you.
all they
here's
got
the
is
stuff they
time.
Come over here and say.
All they
Okay.
got is time. All right.
All I got is stamina.
All they got is time.
Play with me if you want to.
Please, ladies,
Listen, I'll walk around here.
Altilda?
I'll walk around here with the octogenarian
Octo
hottie.
Robin, Shaman of Shenanigans, Alf Tilda, the ringleaders. Look at me. Look at me. No.
If you want to.
No.
Y'all better stay over there.
No.
I'm dangerous.
Okay.
Listen, I'm addictive.
No.
Call me crack.
I'm
Play
not
with
taking
the fan
care
club.
of y'all. If y'all need a hip replacement, you on your own. I'm not
Yeah,
coming to get you.
okay,
Y'all can't
okay.
beat me up no more.
Listen,
coming
I'm
to
a
take care of
guaranteed hip
y'all.
replacement.
Anywho, for my final story,
My foot off in your ass.
Slewfoot McGee apologizes for her toxic politics. For those of you all that do not watch Sound of Coffee, that's anti-black, and I said what I said. Slewfoot McGee is Marjorie Taylor Greene. And we know that she's trying to finally make friends and stop slipping and sliding on every inverted pole she can find. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene apologized for her role in what she described as toxic politics on Sunday, a reflection that comes amid a bitter feud with her longtime ally, President Donald Trump. She's not sorry. She's not sorry. She knows that she's being primaried, not just by Trump, but by other people. And folks in Georgia,
She's apologized.
Apologize.
She's running out of powerful men to pole dance on. So
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Flipperfoot apologized?
for toxic politics, yes.
Yep.
So she got them 3 toes into one shoe, them 3 toes on one foot, got in a pair of shoes, and went to some place and actually apologized?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo!
And speaking of shoes, if you think you got beef with me over the Crocs, it is now wintertime. We've moved into UGG season, and I'm gonna be a menace to you all UGG season.
No.
Because I have
No.
a variety.
No.
I have Mary Jane Uggs.
Oh.
Who?
Really?
Like
April
from
said,
Spider-Man's
"Ooh."
Mary Jane?
I'm intrigued.
Wait.
I'll pass on the
Mary Jane
Crocs, but an UGG.
Oh my God. Look at it.
I also have
Oh,
knee-length
yeah.
wedge high heel Uggs.
Okay, go
You have
on.
what? Wait.
You got wait, hold up. Say that again.
What type of Uggs? I almost called them slugs. Uggs?
Knee length high heel wedge Uggs.
Ooh, what color are they?
That's the
Oh,
shit.
they're black.
Listen, the only people that wear them things besides you are pimps.
I'm a pimp named Slick.
No,
Back up
there's
here.
a pimp. There's a pimp right now walking around here. Listen,
Oh.
there's a pimp right here, right now, somewhere in San Francisco, walking around with some knee-high, wedged, high-heel Uggs. Stop
Oh, a pimp wish he could.
So hey, look here, man. All I can say is Taz just pimping, pimping.
Jiminy Christmas.
Let's not forget that I grew up with my friend Cat Williams.
Hold on.
So she's been pimping, pimping.
Why would you wear? Aren't Uggs not supposed to be high heels? Don't you fall in them fucking things? I would never wear them. I put on regular boots. Like,
first of all, when do I do anything regular? I don't know why we have to keep going through this. Okay, I have platform clogs from Uggs. I have some ankle length black suede. I have pink bow. I have my knee length, and I have the Mary Jane. First, I have my own to-go cup, sir.
good night, y'all. Let me old black man from Color Purple. Good night, y'all.
Anywho, now that we are done with the news, let's
All right.
no, this
Yep.
is
I'm
my
letting you
time.
live.
Yep.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right. Yes.
So at this point, Miss April, would
Mm.
you take this moment to truly introduce yourself to the people and let them know what you want them to know the most about you? And ignore the peanut gallery.
Hey, this story is crazy.
Hey, I've been on my best behavior.
I'm
No, this
always
is
on my
pretty
best
tame
behavior.
for
This
me.
is me being best behaved. I really wanted to be April.
It honestly reminds me a lot of like Zooms with my friends when we all get together and talk
I
about stuff.
know. I've seen that.
That's
Which
pretty
one
much
of-
what
we
we
tried.
Which one of
do.
y'all was the one asking for a guy that would like trade a home cooked meal? for
Oh,
some
that was
yard
me.
work?
Listen,
was
I'm
you.
not joking about that because I dating. Oh God, dating apps, all of that. Also, here, just men, if you are seriously trying to find a woman, let me just help you with your profile. Clean your fucking room before you take a photo. Okay? Because
Wait a
if
minute. For a home
Yo.
cooked meal, you wait a minute. For a home cooked meal, you willing to do cake, babe? You watching
No.
this?
I was willing to trade a home cooked meal and a fresh load
can
of
we keep her?
laundry for
Hold on,
somebody
wait.
to come do some blue jobs around my house. I
Yes.
got shit I don't want to do.
Listen.
Rake my leaves.
One of her most famous videos is her just showing how many leaves are out there, and she's like, "I'm a single woman. A single woman gotta rake these leaves."
Oh, I know. I saw the leaves.
Hold
I
on.
saw
A part
the
of
leaves.
me, hold on.
And
a part
the
of me was
inner
like,
child
I
in me.
can do that, and then I was like, wait a minute. We can rake the leaves in my own fucking front yard. The fuck?
No.
So I don't even do that in my own yard. What the fuck?
The inner child in me thought about it like the pile I could make and jump into.
Oh yeah.
Like that was my whole thought process.
Yeah, you go.
So look here, man. You don't have any room to talk since you be jumping in the tree and shit, man.
I did that as a child. Okay, April.
Fair enough.
Okay, but y'all not letting April answer my question. Now be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, listen, Angry the one. Listen, Angry out here throwing shots.
Hey, whoa! Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
So April, please answer the question.
Well, if you guys want to get into like deep details about my life, I do have a podcast that I share some stuff. Deep South Korean on YouTube and Spotify. It's under Soul Searching with Deep South Korean, and I'm going to start some interviews with guests. Loading those up in December. Just a little shameless plug there. And of course, you can find information about me.
Say it again. You might want to say it louder. We want you to plug this shit. Goddamn, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't whisper.
Here for it.
That's why I asked the question.
And then of course you can find clips and stuff. I'm trying to organize them a little bit better on Instagram with my highlights. But essentially, I am a Korean adoptee, and there were about 200,000 of us who were bought and sold from the 60s until like the early 90s, with a huge peak in the 80s. And all of this was kind of a result of the camp towns that took place in Korea from the U.S. military that was stationed there. And Korea is now coming out, the Korean government is now coming out with acknowledging their involvement at the time. It was one of those things where prostitution wasn't technically, well, not technically, it was not legal in the Korean government at that time. The Korean War, just for reference, everybody, it started in 1951. So basically from that time on, because there's still military stations there now, there were just these little camp towns. There were villages, communities, however you want to call them, that were filled with, places to gamble and casinos, but it also housed a lot of brothels. And it was a very organized system. Women wore badges that were like color coded and marked to show like if they'd been exposed to any STDs, who owned them, things like that. So I don't think a lot of people know that part of the history because it's very dark. A lot of women died from the treatment of STDs because they were just very aggressive, because they didn't care about these women. They just cared that they were clean enough to go out and work again. So a lot of women died from penicillin overdoses, and there were stories of how a lot of the women in these facilities would howl like monkeys, and they just because they were, in distress, essentially. There's even like a penicillin graveyard that has all of the women who died from the penicillin overdoses during that time.
Is it, and that's in Korea?
In Korea. Mm-hmm.
What part?
I'd have to look back in some of my videos, but I think there was a post that I showed, a documentary that it showed the graveyards there. Yeah. And I think it mentioned the city, but yeah, it was, there's a lot more documentaries and stuff coming out now to expose a lot of this. They actually just took legal action against the Korean government, the survivors of the camp towns, and they did win. but
They should have.
right. But a couple $1,000s, which I think is what they won, doesn't quite make up for the life and but also the acknowledgement of the government saying, hey, we were wrong. That is huge for them, I'm sure. And I believe, I haven't looked recently, but as of a couple months ago, they were looking to come after the US government for the same reasons. And if they win, I think they'll get like $3,000 a
Yeah,
piece.
that ain't gonna happen. I mean, they might
Yeah.
wait. They might want to wait until, like, I don't know,
Mm.
until Cheeto Dust Dick dies. But
Right.
Just quick
For real.
caveat for Thomas and other people. There are officially marked graveyards regarding this situation, and there are scattered graves that are unmarked that are being uncovered as the years go by. So pinpointing specific locations, this is one of those times in history where nobody knows all of the locations at this moment. So keep that in mind.
Well,
I didn't realize that though.
Yeah.
I always said that there was a thing about Korea that you could be there. It doesn't matter how many years you're there, you'll never see Korea's real face. They'll give you the face they want you to see. And there's a lot of trauma and pain and suffering and sadness, and nobody there, you don't see it.
Well, as my Ajima says, my mom's bestie, Korea is the Tinder date. She gonna show up, say all the nice things, and wear all the pretty dresses. And if you make it past that and you marry her, watch out now.
Yeah, there's a lot of traumatic history for Korean people, especially if you consider the history of like the big three, which is China, Korea, and Japan. There was just a lot of fighting between the three because the camp towns were the evolution from comfort women, which derived from the Japanese colonization of Korea prior to the Korean War. So that's honestly, I think, why the system worked so well for them and why it was so organized in camp towns, because they kind of had a blueprint already throughout history. So, obviously all of this prostitution, children were born. At the time, Korean's government did not want anything to do with children who were sired by or fathered by American men or who weren't Korean. So what do? There was a couple, the Holtz, who started, I guess, the adoption movement. I want to believe on some level their intentions were good, but it's kind of like the road to hell, right? It's all paved with good intentions. And they set out this plea to American people, of course, in a lot of Christian circles. There are these children that are just being abandoned and left for dead, and they were fathered by our boys. We should step up to the plate and go get them, which I think is a great thing to take accountability. You saw that the Korean government wasn't going to do it. Who else? Let's try. But then that kind of turned into like, oh, we can make money off of these children. And there are actual menus where they price out different, and this is for domestic adoption too. If you guys aren't familiar, if people aren't familiar with the adoption system worldwide, domestically, transnationally, they rate how much you're worth based off of how pure your bloodline is and your ethnicity, which is just another way to say what color you are, because Black children were not as marketed as high value as white children. Pure-blooded Korean children were marketed as being more high value in the Korean adoption system opposed to children who were mixed. It's very disgusting. Also,
so it's kind of like a blood quantum thing that the Native and Indigenous people have to deal with as well.
Yeah, the racial purity.
It's actually closer to the origins of Wall Street that we know now, and it's closer to the NFL draft procedures, which actually dates back to that, because
there goes that sponsorship from the National Football League I was trying. Appreciate that. Thanks, Taz. You just fucked up what, $1.2 million, $1.3 million per year. Thank you.
First,
Fuck it.
fir-
I got
First of all, we wasn't getting that anyway because I've had
What
like
the
a
hell?
30-year-old beef with the Brown family.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like we have
Dun,
literally
dun, dun,
shouted
dun,
at each
dun.
other
They,
at
you
some
talking about the
at
people
some
that own the
restaurants.
Browns?
Well, they now
Hey.
own the Cincinnati Bengals. They're
I'm
just
just
saying,
saying,
the
we're
Browns
called
are
the
just named
Hey,
after.
Browns.
thanks, Thomas, for making that
Yes.
joke because
Well,
I was
So
totally
that-
thinking it.
But anywho, it goes down to because in the United States, when you think of slavery, you don't equate it to the foster system, which was a continuation of people being able to own Black children through the foster care system. And you also only think of chattel slavery in the South and not in the North. And the North was a lot more covert with it. And they would put people up literally where Wall Street is now. It used to be a slave market. And that's how they would quantify people. And this is how Black men who were biracial would just tell people they're Cuban because that was acceptable and they would be able to buy people out. But that's how they would categorize it. When I tell y'all that it's our playbook that we keep lending out to other people and they add notes to it and we get back, I wasn't joking.
America just know how to go and fuck up. Listen, I get it. The Belgians, they like chopping off arms. The fucking French, hey, Haiti.
Oh, the Belgians still likes
Congratulations
to
on not being slaves anymore.
but
Give
the
us that
Belgians,
money or
they're
bomb your
still
ass.
It's the
they're still
heads.
trolling.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
The French are
fucking-
good at
but-
cutting off heads.
listen, when it comes to
The French are
fucking
good for
up-
not taking no for an answer. Let's not forget. Haiti
again,
whooped up on the French. And then Napoleon was like, 1803, we're going to try to enslave you again. And the Haitians was like, bitch, I will punch you back to Pluto. The fuck you mean?
and that's
No
what I'm saying.
means
It's
no,
like,
bitch.
but think about it. When it comes to wholesale, I didn't even think you could fucking do that. Nobody beats the American.
No.
We go to Korea to help the South Koreans fight the North and China. And by the way, hey, let me just lay some dick while I'm there. Oh shit. You're pregnant. Fuck you. I'm not staying here. And then
But
hold on,
let's
wait a minute.
also
Then they turn
remember,
around and go, you know, there's a bunch of Korean children out there that are born, and they're born from our guys, and Jesus would want us to go up there and get them.
Oh
And
yeah,
they come
they're-
get
no,
'em,
let,
and
but
I
hold
come
Of
on.
course.
Of 'em, they
And
go,
then-
hey,
and
we
then-
can sell these motherfuckers.
Hold
And then
on,
for-
let's
yeah,
go.
They
and
got
then,
the
and then for
game on
pennies,
lock.
and then for pennies a day, you know, we can make a Peloton ad.
Yeah, that's
But
what
hold
I'm
on,
saying.
here's the
We
So,
thing.
got the
boom.
game on lock.
Just
But
it's the
Thomas,
gift that keeps
let's
on
go
giving.
Back down memory lane. During
Okay.
that time, the men that were recruited, they were, and their recruiters who have put this in their memoirs, put it in journals that have been given to local museums, and have done interviews on this. They were recruited with the promise that they could do what they did. They joined the military to go over and violate women over
Yeah.
there.
Hold on.
It was negotiated between the Korean government and the U.S. military to
Flag on the
like
play.
manage the camp towns. Like
so,
that.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Flag on the play. Flag. I've been to Korea twice. Okay. At no point did I think, hey, let's fuck them all. I never did. Who advertised?
But okay, Thomas, let's also think about this. There was a point in time that there were literal newspaper ads and letter mailing campaigns for mail order brides.
Mhm.
And before you mail her over, you can take a trip over to visit her and her family. And that first visit wasn't, hey, future in-laws, tell me about your daughter. No, it was essentially intimate assault that was government sanctioned.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something to y'all. I have to say this.
Did we break him?
No, you
I-
like me.
I think it got close.
Damn it.
I think it's
Listen,
close.
when
I think
was
it's
there-
close.
Taz, try harder.
I didn't think I'd render you speechless.
No.
I think it got close.
No.
But I think it got close though.
Try harder.
Hold on. Here's the thing.
They get a. I think Gambit and Angry bet each other each
They
week.
do. They
Because
do.
you
Every
hear
week.
them sitting there going,
He's
try harder.
gonna break Thomas. Watch this. No.
Yes, I've got the over/under this week.
Here's the thing.
See,
I
you didn't have to. See, you didn't have to say all our business out like that.
like really for real. Like, family. You just
Y'all
gonna put
supposed
family
to
business
cut
out
me
on the radio.
in.
That's what we do
You know
now.
what? I need to start Don Kinking you motherfuckers. Where's my cut?
Listen,
Where's my cut?
I
I'm out
knew.
here doing all the selling of the records,
Yeah.
and y'all not cutting me in.
See,
I knew
see,
when I went over in the. Hold on.
Nah, Jake.
see.
What?
All you had to do,
minute.
see, you could have just sent me a text and we could have just
Yeah,
solved all this. But
well.
no, you had to say it all this out, all in the air, all in front of the company.
Yeah, like I knew when I
Anywho.
went over in 2013 that I knew South Korea had a huge beef with Japan, and it was Park, President Park, that had negotiated with the guy, the prime minister of Japan before Shinzo Abe, and this gentleman had, on behalf of the Japanese government, given a formal apology to Korea, right? And then I remember, because I was there, Shinzo Abe came in and said, yeah, fuck all that. So I knew Japan and Korea had a beef. I knew there was a little bit of a tension between Korea and China. I had no fucking idea that they was just over there. We're going to send our boys over there to fight for the Koreans, and they can fuck everything that moves. And come on back, guys. And these women over here with fucking venereal diseases and shit dying. And, oh, by the way, them children, let's all go adopt the fuck out. That's what I wanted to ask you, April. What does AAD mean?
KAD,
KAD.
Korean adoptees of the diaspora, or just Korean adoptee. But yeah,
I knew it was something. I was just scared. I didn't know what to call it. I was like, what does this mean?
yeah, we just call it CADS. But yeah, it's we were probably in the 80s, adoption was like the main income, like main GDP income for the country. Like I'm terrible with facts, like remembering them. I have them somewhere, but
Trust
but
me,
yeah.
it's a relaxed ass show. You those things.
But yeah, like we kind of became the thing that kept the country afloat for after, all this wartime. And it turned into a situation where once they realized that there was money to be made, then they just started like straight up abducting children. So there was, oh yeah, I haven't even got, also the 200,000, that's just like US adoptees. That's not counting the children who were adopted in European countries in South America or Australia, and even domestic Korean adoptions. So the numbers are insane. But like once the initial wave of like the children of war kind of were removed, then they'd already set up this industry that was making money. And in Korea at that time, their foster care system, however you want to call it, was set up where you could take your child to an orphanage and surrender them for a designated length of time and just say, I need a couple months to get my shit together. I'll come back. That way I can suffer and they can like be taken care of here. And for the longest time that worked. Go do your thing, come back in a couple months, your kids are alive, they've been fed, and you can go on about your business. But when adoption became really popular, what happened was whenever you surrendered your child, it was straight into international adoption. I know people who were abducted outside of, just abducted outside of school or playing in the street, and then found out that they were like held in the adoption center just a few miles or a block away from their home. There are people, there's all kinds of stories of children being abducted, and people in Korea knew this was happening, so they would go to adoption agencies saying, have you seen this child, have they been brought in? And of course the agencies would just say no, because 9 times out of 10 they were already processed and shipped elsewhere. Now the really fucked up thing about this system is that people started to find out that a lot of their paperwork and their identity was false, technically, because the paperwork filled out during their adoption was inaccurate. So maybe their birth date was wrong or their name was wrong. I have a friend who lost an entire year of his life because when he got his FOIA paperwork this year, they had lied and said that he was a year younger, probably on purpose so that he would seem more adoptable as an infant instead of a 1-year-old approaching toddlerhood.
Yeah.
Damn. And then I also have another friend, Rebecca Kimmel. She has done a lot of work and advocacy for the Korean adoptee community. And she found out that she was a twin. So she went back to her agency, got her twins' paperwork, found her, was super excited, went and met her, did a blood work test and found out that's not her twin. And then she uncovered that, so let's say, Thomas, you're adopting a baby and they send you a picture in their file and this is your baby. This is baby A. They're going to be yours. Baby A gets measles. Baby A dies. They don't tell you that baby A dies. They just go grab the next baby in line that looks kind of like baby A, throw away their identity, and then name them baby A. So what happens is baby B grows up, becomes an adult, gets their FOIA paperwork, traces everything back, and realizes that they were a replacement person for somebody else. And not only that, but baby A, what the fuck happened to them?
Wow.
Jeez.
Yo.
The messed up part about this, there's a link to them learning this from Beulah George or Georgia Tan. Y'all will know that is the baby trafficker from Tennessee for the Stars from the 1920s to the 1950s.
Wasn't she involved in a Ric Flair shit too?
Yes. And keep in mind that when this shift happened in Korea, it started at they learned from her mistakes. As she was ending, they were beginning. They were like, oh, hold my beer. We got this. But I know that you do a lot of advocacy for the whole. But if you're comfortable, tell us about your adoption story.
Sure. I think a lot of people, when they think about adoption, they always think of the happy side of it. They think about the adoptive parents more than they do the adopted child. So it's all about, oh, you're so lucky and you're so blessed and all of these things that make you feel like you should just keep your head down and shut your fucking mouth and just be thankful that you weren't thrown in a ditch. But that's not necessarily true for a lot of people. And you can't necessarily say that any of our lives would be better if we hadn't been adopted because, we don't know that. And some of us probably would have been better off if we would have at least stayed in a culture where people looked like us, because a lot of us were adopted into these very rural white communities. And this was essentially cultural and ethnic genocide in a sort of way. Like, we were raised as white people. There are Korean adoptees who identify as being white. Not that they think that they're culturally white, because I will allow that argument, because we were raised culturally white. We weren't taught about our Korean culture. We did not learn Korean at home. We did not write Hangul. We did not observe holidays, at least not in my family. So I'll agree with that. But there are some Korean adoptees who will straight up say, we're white. We're not white. And this kind of taps into the whole model citizen of Asian people.
The model minority myth.
Model minority, yeah. Which I think that's why I'm so outspoken about it, and I claim to be, I don't just say I'm an Asian woman. I identify as a woman of color, because you will never tell me that I am white. You will never treat me like I'm white. I don't want you to. I remember as a young person, oh, what is it?
No, that's what I'm talking about. Like I can I see that. I
Mm.
see that. You do have a picture of your adopted, I guess it's your maternal grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Was he one of them? One of them, because
You know, here's the interesting thing about, and I can't speak for all white families that adopted Korean children. I will say a lot of them just didn't see color. But but my family was Appalachian, so it had a lot of like Southern cultural touches, right?
yeah,
So everything's happy, everything's good, God is great, amen. And I it's something that I've kind of struggled with to kind of deal with in order to have a relationship with my adoptive parents. We do not see the world the same. And I still believe that if they had not adopted me, I am probably not a person that they would speak to or ever meet because we are so different as people. Um, my mom,
they have to understand that there's a reason for that.
So
I,
wait, so
I mean, they
what
have
I'm
to
gathering, but
it's,
what I'm gathering from what you're saying is they're the quilting Appalachians, which means um there are people in Appalachia that display on the exterior of their home certain quilted patterns.
no, not quite that involved. I call it diet racism.
Okay.
Um,
You can buy
because
that at the store.
it's not the full
Okay.
flavor in
Got
that
it.
you're
Okay.
not burning crosses in people's yards. You're not yelling at people to get out of here and go back to your country. But you might find the need to clarify that someone is a person of color when you're telling a story.
So their racism was more covert. It's
Yeah,
and
like
that happens a lot in Appalachia. But I do have this question for you.
mm-hmm,
Growing up with an Appalachian family, and at the last census cycle, the U.S. government said you're part of the Asian diaspora. You can identify as white on this census. How did that make you feel?
I don't acknowledge that. I mean, I realize that there are some Asians who would, but I'm not white. Like I I remember having this conversation with a woman that worked with my mother. Her son was dating a young black woman, and she did not like it. Um, I was dating a half Mexican boy who happened to be her husband's cousin or nephew. I'm sorry, nephew or something like that. Anyhow, um, and she sat with me for her entire lunch break and explained to me how interracial dating was an abomination. That it was written in the Bible, that they use that whole woven cloth and mix and all that
Oh,
shit.
they can blow my woman.
Well,
Go ahead.
that's why. Well, Thomas, real quick, that's why some of them have parts of they have these parts, these quilted parts that they
Mhm.
will display publicly to let you know you're not in that fabric.
Mhm. They do stars or big. I don't know if they realize what that like it signifies anything, but stars are really popular on the side of homes. I don't know that my mom ever acknowledged that, and I don't mean this in necessarily a bad way, but my mom is not in tune enough with things to realize that they mean stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Um,
The stars on the big ass stars on people's houses mean some shit.
Yes.
I done
it
seen them
can.
motherfuckers all over the. You know what? Never mind.
Stranger danger, Thomas. Stranger danger.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
tell
done
you what,
told you. I done told you.
And
These
this
are
is
things
why
that
I
can be
go
found
from the
in.
house to
No,
the
Yeah.
shed and the shed
Thomas,
to the
these
house.
are
I don't fuck
among.
around.
This is amongst the things that I tell you can be found in the book. Therefore, I know about them. Text me.
Mhm.
I listen. I did not even.
Now,
fucking know.
asking for directions or surviving in public, I'm not that person. And you and I both got agoraphobia, so
Yes, I don't.
and
like,
that's why I have agoraphobia, because I know all the signs of
I
they not
Oh
rocking
yeah.
with me.
I
Mm.
loved Korea for that. And I had to ask April this the other day, and her answers really kind of like floored me. I just casually said, "Hey, so you've never been you've never been to Korea?" And she said, "No." And I'm like, "The fuck? I've been there twice, and that was for work. She's never been there, and it's her fucking country." So it's like, I understand when I say shit like, okay, when I went to Korea, this, that, and the third, April doesn't have a frame of reference. And that, to me, I think that I will call, if you're going to adopt a child and you don't at least let that child know what their culture is, I consider that parental abuse. I'm sorry, I do. There's no way, April, you've gotten to be at your, and I'm going to just say it, at your big ass age. I want to know what it is. At your big ass age, and your parents never wanted to take you or send you to, hey, this is where the fuck you came from. Like, who does that? And that's why it floored me when she said it. I'm like, I've been there twice. She's never been there once. I went there for work. She was born there. And you know what I mean? Like, am I the only one on the panel that finds that just fucked up? I went there for work. She was born there and she ain't never been there before. Am I the only one?
If she's never felt the connection to or need to go back there, then that's her decision.
Well, here's the thing. You have to realize that for many years, and I've only taken a pause recently because the person that was assigned, I guess, as my sitter / security, me traveling around getting people's histories and like trying to get things into museums, I understand. I get it. Like, I'm not shocked by it because it is far more common than you realize. Like, I have even run into people who did not realize that they were Korean, and people who have been raised in sundown towns while being Korean and not realizing. There was one family that I encountered. They used to, the person, well, one of the younger family members was chronicling it on Facebook, and other family members got their account taken down, where the family went to such great lengths that they would go to tanning beds to tan, slightly, to go, oh, we're just Sicilian. We just have a little melanin in our skin. Like, these are the lies that are told to people. Like, it is sickening. Yeah. It is disheartening. And I don't want to appear as if I don't have compassion. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked anymore. And I'm trying to fight the urge every time I hear these stories to want to run up and ask people if I can hug them, because that's just the tism taking over. And I realize that's people don't know me. They don't know if I'm safe or not.
You can't just randomly run up on people and just be like, hey, come here.
You're going to get a reputation.
Again.
So, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Doing shit like that will get you put on a list.
You're not built to run in case a motherfucker don't like you. Like,
well, and of course, and not only that, I mean, Taz, you just randomly doing shit like that, that'll put you on a list.
Yes, that's how you get hemmed up.
First of all, I said I asked first.
Okay. I'm just
saying.
I
heard people on it. First of all, the
Consent
people on this
was not
panel.
First
of all, the people on
there.
my co-host better not be talking shit, because I even asked y'all for consent before I call y'all. Because y'all know, every last one of y'all, I will text y'all and be like, is it okay to call? I'm the consent queen. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
I just don't know what the fuck I would do if I got ran out of a sundown town by a Korean man. I don't know. Like,
I'd be
I know
confused.
that sounds like a joke, But I'm dead serious. If you got a Korean adoptee that
I'd be
lives in a
confused.
sundown town, and that's the motherfucker that tells me not to be there by sundown,
I'm instantly confused.
You get in the car with me then.
Yeah, it's
How you here? How you the guy that tells people, hey, you better not be here by sundown? Motherfucker, you shouldn't be here by sundown. Get in the car with me so we can go before we.
It's like,
and yeah, that's why a lot of Korean adoptees just have such identity issues because they don't they cling to that proximity to whiteness so much.
But you don't seem at all like that person. Like
no.
You don't even I don't think I would follow you if you did.
But here's the thing.
Night, Jay Thomas.
Yeah, good night, Jay Thomas.
Take care, Jay Thomas.
Your adoption, given where you were raised, given that family background, how did you find yourself and your identity? I mean, before you start to answer, I don't mean, fellas, mute, because y'all ain't got no self-control. Mute.
What? Okay, all right, fuck it up. We gonna mute.
That's him.
We gonna mute. Okay, we gonna mute because we ain't got no damn self-control.
Because you don't, and this is important.
As in April, mute your mics, please.
Thank you.
She out there being.
So this actually kind of touches back to that conversation I had with that woman, because she ended up telling me that it was fine for me to date interracially, but it wasn't okay for Black people to date anybody else but Black people. And I straight up looked at her. I think I was probably 16 or 17. I looked at her and I said, please don't do me any favors. I want, if that is how you look at it, then consider me a Black woman from this point on, because I do not need any of your favors to think that it's okay for me to get by with it. I don't want them, quite frankly. It could have very easily, I think, be something where I was instilled with that diet racism myself. My mom told me that before she adopted me, she was afraid to bring me home because my dad had gone to a Klan meeting before. When the Atlanta shooting happened, my mother on the phone said, well, you know what they were doing. And then, of course, we had a huge argument about it.
Wow.
I spent a lot of my time, especially in my teenage years, fighting with my family and then early 20s over like issues of, you know, people of color. And I've had entire lectures, which I don't know if it's worth it. My therapist says I should probably just go no contact, but I've had lectures with my mom because I have had boyfriends who are Black, and when she would talk about him, she was like, well, you know, I don't care that he's Black. And I'm like, why do you whisper it? It's not like he's Voldemort. Like, why are you whispering it? And why do you even have to note that he's Black? Do you tell everyone, well, my Asian daughter? Well, no. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to need you to do from now on. If you can say when you tell a story that a person is Black, but then you also have to tell me every time a person is white, Mexican, Asian, Italian, whatever. You gotta name them all. If you're going to do it for one, you got to do it for all, because there's a reason why you're doing it. And if you think that it's important, then it's important for everybody. So
you tend to scare them, like they just can't.
That's why I said you ain't got no self-control.
Hey,
I think I do. And I think it definitely unnerves them because they've never been exposed to this. Like, you know, my parents didn't go to college. My mom didn't graduate high school. She got her GED when she dropped out in 8th grade. So education plays a big part of it. I don't think people realize how much geography also affects this. There are children in the county where my ex-husband was from who have never seen a person of color until they saw me. And we brought the first Black people into town that they had ever seen, because we ran like a summer camp, a nonprofit summer camp for basketball. And so, you know, we'd have our friends come and help volunteer their time to work this camp. And so he would have to give some of his friends a speech like, hey man, listen, you're cool. We will make sure nothing happens, but just know you might be the first Black man that these children have ever seen. And one guy actually said that a kid came up to him and was just like rubbing his arm. He's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He's like, "How do you get your skin like that?" He's like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "It's so dark." Like, he didn't mean anything by it, but he just had he never had seen anybody that was not like.
There are members of the Appalachian community that truly try hard to distance themselves from the Melungeon. But here's the thing: how did you reconcile, or before I say reconcile, have you come to the acceptance that your parents adopted you, although you're Korean, because they could pass your complexion off as white?
You know, I've had to make peace with a lot of things around my adoption. I've had to accept that the fact that my parents were not great parents had a lot to do with the fact that they have their own trauma from the fact that they didn't have great parents. My grandfather that you mentioned earlier, he was a World War II veteran, and while he was a wonderful grandfather to me, he was a terrible father. He had half of his head blown off in the war, so he was a little crazy, and he was an alcoholic, and he beat my grandmother, and he beat his children, my mother included, and so it fucked her up. You know, it made her weirdly codependent. It made her terrified of the world, so she never went out into it, which meant that she wasn't going to be exposed to a lot of diversity and learn better. My dad was a very quiet man whose father, I don't think, had passed a middle school education. They were poor, they did what they could, and I think it was not unheard of for my grandmother, his mom, to beat the shit out of them whenever, it inclined her to. Um, so, I have accepted they did the best that they could to get me to where I am. Now, it's always been something that I fought with. I did not understand the breadth of being a person of color and what that meant and how to navigate it, because it wasn't discussed in my home. Whenever any kind of incidents happened, they would go take care of it and talk about it at the school, and then we never talked about it again. And ironically enough, in my adulthood, once I left West Virginia and started making friends elsewhere, it was a Black woman who helped me kind of accept or come into my Asianness a little bit more and understand what that really meant, and how I can be my most authentic self. And I think because I've always kind of fought against that, whether I knew it or not, but my ethnicity caused me to kind of fight against my environment so much growing up. It just prevented me from empathizing with that kind of racist mindset because it never benefited me.
Now, quick question. You said that your grandfather fought in World War II. Was he? Because I have a follow-up question, but I want clarification. Was he married before he left or when he came back?
He was married before. When he came back, that wife was living with his father, and then he met my mom's mom later.
Hold up.
So okay, so I thought that was the scenario because I know about a lot of these scenarios and these people doing this. So
wait.
We're not about to speed.
Hold up. We not about to speed past.
No, we're not.
You better hit the brakes and go reverse.
Hold up. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Got too much chip on your chin, sir.
Give me a minute for this question.
Okay.
Let me
all right. Go ahead. Everybody, stop. Thomas.
Y'all should know me by now. Just.
Okay. All right.
We got you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Bahamian. I don't use a crock pot, baby. We barbecuing this out on the beach. Okay. Let me cook. Okay. The reason why I ask is because there are a lot of individuals with head trauma injuries or any type of injuries from World War II. And given that, who would have fought next to them, who would have saved them, who would have made sure that they made it back safe, were Black people. So for him to come back and be violent and have these issues, that's not a trauma response. That's holding on to bigotry. And even with your grandmother, I realized that the time frame, a lot of women chose not to drive because it was viewed as masculine, etc., etc. But in the Appalachian community, there is diversity. Them men putting they tallywhackers in everything. So knowing that Melungeons exist, multiracial individuals exist, that when your grandfather went off to battle, he was saved by melanated people, to know that they chose, because let's be real, in the United States, they like melanated babies to adopt as trinkets, but melanated babies cost less. So factoring all of this in, how are you able, and how they raised you, how are you able, and maybe this will help somebody watching, to give them such grace?
It's not for them. It's for me. And that's something I think is kind of like a cliche therapy line, is that you kind of have to forgive other people for yourself and not for them. If I held on to the resentment that I had for the fact that I was never involved with my Korean culture, even though the adoption agency did provide resources for that, they just didn't do it. I could resent the fact that my mother promised me my entire life she was going to take me to Korea when I turned 18, but then didn't have the money when it came to it. And she was too scared to travel because of 9/11. I graduated in 2005. So
hold on, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. You graduated in 2000?
Wait. Did you say 2005?
Yeah.
2005.
School in 2005.
Is she old enough to be talking to us?
Yo, she's younger than
We
Gambit.
need to start. We need to start running age checks.
Like
I'm 39. I'll be 39 in December.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Hey, right there.
Real quick, hold on. Wait a minute. For all the viewers, we just need to have this public service announcement. April Williamson is here on her own accord, and she is a fully grown adult. Yes, she is younger than the general panel that you view each week. You know, every Tony Braxton on the Villains Guild.
I'm not the youngest.
We are not bringing anyone that is underage onto here. She still has millennial status.
This ain't
okay?
the Epstein boat.
So she is old enough
we're
to
not
have.
Epstein,
We are
So
not
no,
and we're
no.
not Maxwell.
Motherfucking thing.
She
no,
just
elderly.
Epstein free
Just-
guy.
Everyone,
just
she
just
is.
because she has 2000 in her birth year does not mean that she is underage. And keep in
So
mind,
no,
keep in
listen.
mind that I recently.
So no,
Hold
no,
on,
no, no,
wait a
no.
minute.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
She is old enough to have a 401k. That's
Yes.
all that needs to be said.
Hold,
She's
but hold
still
on,
in
let-
80s.
wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just
Child.
add this. Let me add this on to the end. Please keep in mind, those of you that watch the Taz Effect and Conversations with Taz know that for shits and giggles, I took the LSAT and passed. If y'all come for us, I promise you, I will hop, skip, and jump my way through law school just for us to have content for the villain's view of us suing you. She grown.
We grown.
She grown.
I just feel like this will this will never turn into any flirtation.
And yes, April, like, I did get bored, and my followers were like, "Oh, it'd be so funny if you took the LSAT." And I'm that level of nerd.
That's pretty cool.
That's why they think I'm the responsible one. Okay, I got sat in the corner.
I got one
with my aunt.
Fuck it, I'm
at
good.
Church.
Listen. I just now realized I'm like 13 years older than her. Do you understand? In 2005, I was donating.
Did nobody tell you to put no? No, we're not putting time frames on shit.
I'm y'all. I'm 53. Fuck it.
I don't give a damn. People
okay. Now, wait a second.
Donate plasma to put gas in the car. Fuck out
my last boyfriend was 54. Okay, so calm down.
No, you're not about to help me from my actual age. Actual age. No,
was like, I don't even like Young Money. I ain't listening to nothing from Drake. I don't like Lil Wayne. And I don't like new bills, bitch. Give me the bills with cocaine on. I like old bills.
Said if it don't have
shameful of me to say, but you know what I love is that type that knows what, like, who was in his prime in the 90s, like during Maxwell and Usher days. Like, that's I'm a sucker for those motherfuckers, man.
My prime was back when Aaron Hall and R. Kelly were arguing over my hairstyle.
First of all, I'm gonna need y'all to adjust your way of thinking. We in the second hour. I can say what I want to say.
Yes, now we
First of all,
fuck out of here.
No, hush. Because first of all, I told you Negroes and Negro adjacent, and the Negro adjacent is First of all, we know who did not listen to me. The same person who don't never listen to me. And because last week we talked about a pink members only jacket that is bedazzled, you owe me that now because you couldn't follow directions.
Nobody wants a pink members only jacket.
Oh, look here. I'm glad I'm not in trouble.
I would wear a pink.
First of all, I didn't say you had to mass sell it. I said it was supposed to be for me. But anywho, let me say this. Y'all are wording things incorrectly. Okay,
what?
You're wording things incorrectly. Okay.
Wait, what I do?
No, hear me out. Stop saying that somebody's prime was so many years ago. Somebody's prime is when they're with you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because those of us that I can see right now on this panel, those of us that I'm looking at,
all I'm saying is this.
We are the prime for them to live through. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me cosplay my daddy real quick. Okay. The prime comes with us. Let me.
Oh, she got that Southern Baptist.
This text. The prime comes through us because they don't reach their prime until they get the prime cut.
No.
Can I get an amen?
Not you saying no.
Okay.
Because
tell that to my ankle.
Knows what I'm talking about.
Tell that to my
I
ankle.
want to say the same
You know what
thing.
April
but
feels
you know
me.
what?
I do. Listen.
They be downgrading themselves every week.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Prime for a lot of men, especially black men, is when they can have more children. I look at my nuts every morning like, you guys can disconnect at any point. You know what I mean?
You do realize your prime has nothing to do with that. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Like the Grateful Dead children.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Hold on. I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Fuck out of here with that.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
No. Time out and delay game.
Hold up. Wait. Let me.
Time out and delay game.
So let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. Okay.
I like you, twin.
All right. I'm 95% in my prime. The only reason I say 95 is because of my motherfucking ankle. My ankle is not in my prime. I can tell you that right now.
Twin, we're the same age, and I got a no call, no show leg. But hold on,
I'm sorry.
No,
wait a minute,
put a pin in it, Thomas. I got something to say.
Thomas.
Introduce you to 20 years of fucking military service.
Thomas.
Thomas, I will get off of this radio show and call my daddy and cry and be at your front door banging on it by the time
Don't
you
do that.
trying to do Sound of Coffee.
God,
If you
do
don't
that.
listen to me right
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
and y'all know I would
Okay.
do it. So
Okay.
no, hear me out. Here's the thing, and here's a disconnect. This is why me and April are having a reaction to what I said that's different than what y'all saying. Y'all were looking at being in your prime a whole different way. Being in your prime is stepping into your maturity, stepping into being able to be a good partner, stepping into being able to give what you ask for. Y'all were looking at it in a whole bunch of different ways. I need y'all to realize that, because a lot, especially men, you're fed so much bullshit. You think that your prime has to do with
it is.
Keep talking, Thomas.
I'm just saying.
Keep talking.
Just saying.
I got my phone set up. I'm gonna call Daddy on speak, and then I'm gonna call
Listen.
you.
I'm
Thomas,
I am agreeing with you. Yes. When you become into your maturity, yes, that is your prime.
Thomas.
But even that, I'm 20 years past that shit. The fuck?
No. You first of all,
not everybody.
No,
I have mild.
No. Actually, no.
I got mild.
No. I'm pulling the little sister card right now. Absolutely not, because you show your growth and your wisdom every single day on the Sound of Coffee. If you're not watching the Sound of Coffee, once again, you should.
Shameless plug.
So if you're not watching the Sound of Coffee, you're a loser.
Every single day, you tell us, you know what? I know that I'm battling this, and I know that sometimes my responses are dripping in this. You're in your prime. Your prime is you starting to come out of your cocoon, because when you come out of the cocoon,
there was a cocoon. Listen, there was a cocoon.
You're like a butterfly.
You know what? You know.
Sid,
You
look
know
at
what?
that.
More like a
Okay.
hornet.
He-
More like
here's-
a fucking
You know
hornet.
what? Forget
Fuck outta
calling
here.
Daddy.
I'm
I'm
like
about
a
to
hornet.
call. Listen,
Fuck that. Listen. Okay. I get you.
you are not
All I say is,
okay.
you're right.
You
I'm not.
are in
And I listen.
danger.
I'm
About
the thing
to
about it
whoop
is
your
though,
ass.
what
you
I
won't
find
let it
to be
son.
funny sometimes is
It's getting on my nerves.
that too. When a woman
Flip that
listen,
phone and send it to
I
me.
have said this before. There is no expiration date on everything that a woman brings to a table. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of red pill bros that probably just crash their car into the middle of the fucking parking lot. I don't give a fuck. It's
I got a
true.
list of women that there's a whole
Now,
lot of.
hold on, that
expiration
ain't for
dates on
every
everything
woman,
that they
Taz,
got.
and you know we ain't talking about that box Chevy that you related to. We're not talking about that. Okay, we're not
Hey,
talking
first
about
of all, stop saying I'm related to her. We don't share no DNA.
Somebody sharing DNA with her. Anyway,
It ain't me.
anywho,
It ain't my fault.
women
ain't
are
my
always
fault. I
in
didn't
style.
do that.
Women are always in style. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the body size. It doesn't matter the personality. Women are always in style. Men are not. Okay, we have a
We
season.
can buy y'all in. We can buy
We
y'all
have
in
a
pieces
season.
at the store.
Now somebody like for example, like April, whose last boyfriend was my fucking age. For somebody like April, the season may be, I need a mature man. You know, somebody older. You know, what is it? What's their name? Dr. Zhivago type. Some
Mature
women
does
in
not
April's
mean
39-year-old
older.
age
Look
between,
at us here.
Okay, I'm just saying. Some women like Thundercats. They are an older woman. They want a motherfucker with a high motor and no sense. It's just brains, ball. It's like lack
They
of
just
brains,
want
big
thunder.
balls, and penis.
Stuff.
They just they
Thundercats.
want that. But every man does not fit in every woman's
I thought
season.
he meant Panther.
I do not fit in certain women's seasons. Certain women are like, hey,
I've always liked Tigra.
I'm in the season of I need you to wear my ass out like an old shoe for about 4 hours every night and then do it in the morning. And I'm like, look here,
He's
you
saying
getting
stuff,
15 minutes in a
forgetting that
sandwich.
Ocean's Ozempic is sitting on the other side of me,
Just saying.
holding up a
Because
white board with
because I hate
atrocious
you
things
shouldn't turn
written on
into
it.
I'm late. Struggle love condoms.
You know what? No, here's the thing.
Self-love lube.
The only reason
Self-love.
that I wear a condom for my octogenarian girlfriend is to give her the impression that she is still a spry chicken, knowing that she is an overcooked hen. But I just like when she pops it out and sucks me up again. Struggle love communities coming to an app near you.
God damn.
It's the second hour. You
I know,
said
I know, I know. No more
that we could do this, and you said,
okay.
wait a minute.
Struggle love
April
app.
is my witness.
So no. Wait.
April is my witness.
You struggle love dating
First of
app.
all,
Wait,
The
hold
struggle
on.
Down
dating
struggle
app.
love dating app. Download it
all,
now on
you
Google Play
said
Store
that I
and
was
on
the
iOS.
mature
Hold on. I got a whole thing.
You said
Hold
I
on.
was the mature one. So
Yes, you are.
get
You are.
tonight.
You still are. Fuck. We're goofballs. I mean, come on, like.
Are
So
they
struggle love app.
Cheers.
Download it now. The Google Play
I
Store.
get put
Okay.
And in the App Store.
corner at church. How
When
am
she's
I the
yelling your
mature?
name in anger and in bed. Struggle love condoms built for both rounds.
Download it now. The
Lubricated
Google
with
Play
tears.
Store.
So April.
When her jar is an aphrodisiac for you and your father, because she is trying to make sure that the family is populated from day to day.
Speaking of
Struggle love holidays.
What? Speaking of fathers,
It unites.
can we go back to the thing
it
with her
unites the
dad, with her
unmelanated
grandfather? Can
every
we go back to
single
that?
day.
Can we go back? to
Download
that
it now
moment?
in the App Store.
Oh yeah,
I need
you're
to know.
the thing that broke
I need
Thomas
this
a minute
story.
ago.
I need this story. I need this story. Like thirsty people need water, fat kids need cake. I need this story. So your grandfather goes into World War II and comes back, and the woman he married is living with his father.
That's what I was told. I don't know a lot of
Okay,
the
does that
dirty...
mean like living? Like here's a room. You are my daughter-in-law. You can stay here. Or was he living?
No, she was with his dad. Like they were together as a couple.
If I
Oh,
lost a woman to my father,
my
I would
God.
listen, that's how Bane got started. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you look at Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, that's how it happened. He came home, and his woman was with his fucking father, and he just put a mask on. It's like, you think darkness is your ally? My father's fucking my woman. Like,
Okay,
come on,
hold
like,
on.
yo.
Wait a minute.
This is
Once
this.
again, let me step in with the history, because you have to realize this is when, once again, there was a peak of evangelical Christian nationalism where, oh, if we thought there was a possibility of you dying, just like in biblical times, a man from the family had to step in to keep the family line going. And also,
I wish a
if a
motherfucker
woman,
would.
but also if a woman was white and did not have steady income coming in from a husband or whatever else, she had to attach herself to another man. And we have gotten used to automatic deposits, a day or two or a week, where you can transfer things from things.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't going like that. And
Fuck
if
no.
you
Like, but
and,
still.
and the thing about it is, even if when these men, when their payments were being sent, and this is how a lot of melanated and marginalized women got caught up when their husbands signed up to fight in certain wars, they would send a check. You want to know the one thing that women couldn't do for a long time? Go to
Deposit
the
the money.
bank and cash the check.
Yes.
So
But what?
to
Okay,
pay the bills,
okay, all right. Even
so
with,
to pay,
even with all that
so
being
to
said,
pay the bills,
father-
she may have had. Hold on, she may
the
have
dad-
had to milk Peppa, because, well, first of all, you gotta
The
also
dad-
realize they couldn't live independently. So when he was going off to war, and remember, these were a lot of behind the Piggly Wiggly marriages. They was like, I ain't never had
all the dick in
Oh,
that
wait,
family, and you
Tommy,
gonna stop
no.
with his fucking father? Get the
Thomas,
no.
Thomas, let
No.
me cook real quick. Let me cook
Okay,
real
I'm just
quick.
saying.
You
If I
you
lost a
about
woman to my
talking.
damn daddy, him and I be
Tom-
fighting.
Thomas, we about to fight. Hear me
Okay,
out. Okay,
listen, I'm gonna stay over here just a moment.
look.
Mute yourself, Thomas.
I'm gonna give y'all a snippet into what it's like to take a history class from me. Okay, y'all need to realize there was a period of time that people was like, daughter, you need to go get you a man that done enlisted. They got all the benefits and the money. Okay, but I ain't the prettiest girl. You know what happens behind the Piggly Wiggly? I don't. Well, you about to find out. So they go back there, they ooh chi walla walla, ooh chi bang bang, ooh chi walla walla, and they just tell these men that because they wasn't sending the boys to biology class, baby, I'm knocked up for real. Well, I got to marry you. I'm
First
going
off, who
off to
giving
war.
pussy out behind
Would
the
you
Piggly
be
Wiggly?
quiet and let
Okay,
me
all right,
finish
I'm just
the
asking
lesson?
questions. I'm asking questions.
If you let me finish the lesson, you won't
Go
have
ahead,
no
finish
questions.
go ahead, finish
Be
the lesson.
quiet.
Keep
So
all questions
anyway,
till the end.
They were like, baby, you know I love you, and I'm gonna take care of the 5 kids since you done convinced me that you are like a puppy when I get back. Yes, you would, Darren. And they like wink wink to their homegirls. And then they realized, hold up, my mama done lied to me. I can't take none of this shit to the bank. So they's like, I gotta suck and fuck till this motherfucker get back. Cause if I lose this house, he gonna think that I was already sucking and fucking. And I know he's sucking and fucking across the pond everything because he done fucked up putting the letters in the envelope that he's sending back to me. He think that he writing his brother Roy, but he really writing me. So I hope Roy like dick pics because I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck he been getting for the past 2.5 years. And then everybody comes back together, and then the wife realizes, even though the father didn't go to war, he owns the property that they already had to move in on. His dick bigger, and he's so fucking desperate because he got a foot in the grave. And let's not forget that even Confederate motherfuckers was the campaigning to marry 18-year-olds because the last one died in the early 2000s to get a pension because they just wanted a hospice nurse. They don't even want the nookie. They ain't even trying to have a happy ending. They ain't trying to be a sugar daddy or have a sugar baby because they got diabetes. Okay, so all thing they got is sweet and low to sprinkle over the top of your head. What's coming out of their undercarriage is dust. So that's how we got here. So she had to suck. She done already set up her side of the plantation that's been, renovated and remarketed into something else. She ain't got nowhere else to go. She only married into this family because her family was too fucking lazy to own other people or adopt people in to make a profit off of. Her family was the crackers of the plantation. So, when abolitionism came in, they was no longer crackers. So now they offended by being called crackers, even though they love to get a good cracker and eat it with some unseasoned soup. And yes, this is
They're
really
saltines.
how I.
Okay.
This is really, you know what? I now see why I'm suspended. I now see.
That
Y'all learned something. You learned something, didn't you?
that was the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Listen.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I know.
Okay,
I now know why you don't drive.
Hold on.
I now know why you don't drive. You would have us lost in the motherfucking woods.
Here's the thing.
A block away from my own goddamn house.
This is how I teach history to adults. I don't want
Wild
y'all
as
thinking
shit.
that like the minors that I teach, like this is how I talk to. No, this is not. This is how I talk to the adults.
No, it ain't. April. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Let's say there is a eligible bachelor out there that's just so happened to watch this show and he goes, that April's a very special looking woman. You've already talked about going on a dating app.
He's still living with his mama.
Maybe not. Maybe he's a lonely man. Maybe he's in his 40s and he's lonely and he's always been looking to.
Oh, he's the FBI prototype.
Oh,
Listen, we're not
He's
talking about
At
saying.
least
I'm
somebody.
looking for my Herbert.
that's what I'm
least
saying.
it-
We're
at
not
least it was making
talking about
somebody
hooking
laugh.
up with fucking Ed Gein. I mean,
Hey, April, I have a nice brother.
Oh,
Okay.
stop. No.
He
No.
cooks, no,
No.
he cooks. He cooks the only.
It don't matter
the
what he
only
cook.
Veto.
No, here's the thing. The
Listen.
only thing is, we're from the
The
Bahamas.
only thing.
The only
I'm just
thing.
gonna tell you.
Her brother's
Oh,
really
God.
nice. However,
Oh God.
No,
this motherfucker
twice. No,
Said he's a
Twice
great
a
guy,
year.
but
don't leave your ramen noodles around the motherfucker.
no, twice a year he
Cook
likes
your
to
shit
go
up.
home to the Bahamas and stay for like a month apiece. And do I love where I'm from? I do. Do I want to stay there for a month at a pop? No, because I done got used to mainland amenities. So like,
You
if
said
for
Jamaica,
2
right?
months, no,
You said Jamaica.
Bahamas. What the fuck?
Same thing, fam. Oh no.
Oh
No,
no.
it's
That's
not.
the
No.
fuck
No,
is you
it's not.
talking about, man?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Calm down.
I
Calm
know.
So we're
down.
talking about
You know what?
geography,
Calm
man, and
down.
Every
that-
time you
I
do this to me, we
misspoke
get
it.
banned on the TikTok because my accent come out because you.
I
What
misspoke.
the fuck is wrong
I
with you? I am
misspoke.
not
I
Jamaican.
misspoke.
I'm a
I misspoke.
Hamia.
I apologize. Beautiful Bahamas Queen.
Damn, man.
Hey,
Jesus.
hey.
You know
Dad,
what? You
Dad,
know what?
Your accent
don't-
is the reason Saint Swole Meat is from the Bahamas and not Jamaica. Your accent.
You know what? I think
I
you're
want
just
you,
trying to
when
get
you
back
see the
to me
line
every
main
week.
picture of
When
Saint
I
Swole
sit,
Meat,
I break you. You do this to me to make this happen. And you know what?
try to help. Try to help. Okay.
This is your get back. This
No,
is
it's
your
not a
get
get
back.
back. No, it's a, it's a, I love you.
Is a what?
Say, listen, when Sylvia Saint Swole Meat is brought to life, I will have you.
First of all, you
Giving
can't
her the
have
voice.
a woman with swollen meat. That's a disease.
Her name is Sylvia Saint Swole Meat. What are you talking about?
That's a swollen meat on a woman is a disease.
No, it is not. It's
That's
a last
disease.
name.
If
April,
our meat
it's a
swell,
long story.
it's a disease.
It's a long story.
We supposed to be our beast.
beast.
We got the meat.
I-
We supposed to have the
cannot-
beef
I-
flaps, not the
Okay,
beef
So you mean to
entanglements.
tell me poor Athena Saint Swole Meat cannot be the mother of Saint and Sylvia? Is that because of the word swole meat? All I'm saying is,
Like I
But-
said, I'm on suspension till January, so we're gonna be working real close to. You know what? I got to. go get
Goddamn,
myself
January.
together.
Goddamn.
damn, what did you do?
I told you
Never
Goddamn,
mind,
January.
Never mind.
Shit.
Never mind.
we would talk
You
tomorrow.
didn't talk. Now you got me
First
doing
of
it.
all, you
What the
not
fuck?
get.
Now you got me doing it.
I
You
don't-
talk. Now don't do that.
You did.
You did it. You had me up here thinking, yeah, man.
I
Like, don't do that.
No,
I'm
April.
over here sounding like Saint
No,
Swole.
April. You're hurt. Beginning to the.
The fuck am I watching?
April.
I'm gonna go get
What is your
myself
favorite? What is your
together.
favorite?
I'll
I
be
ain't
back.
playing with you.
The
I ain't
fuck
playing with
am I
you.
watching?
All she gonna do is go eat off camera. I know what she about to do. That's gonna
Exactly. That's what
She's
I'm.
about to eat. April, what is your favorite food to cook, and what is your favorite food to eat?
Honestly,
There,
I cook a lot of Appalachian Southern stuff, so a lot of times my friends will request biscuits and gravy, mac and cheese, fried chicken, all that kind of stuff. Like I make a really good green bean, like.
You had me at sausage and gravy.
Oh yeah, I do a smoked turkey net in my green beans. I make them like my collard greens, very similar to.
See what I'm saying? See?
But
Hey, we got to get you. You need to have a cooking show. You do. You need a cooking show.
I enjoy it.
And
I actually
watch people get fucked up when
Just
come on the street,
right
you
out
know.
the
Oh,
gate.
Hit me up, girl. We'll have a cooking show
Mhm.
together. Forget
all
it.
right, yeah.
First thing ends up happening is April comes on the screen, and they're going, okay, I'm about to learn how to do kimchi. I'm about to learn how to do Korean barbecue. Then she opens her mouth. Then everybody listen.
So
That
wait,
show-
what?
That first show is gonna be the highest rated one because we're like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on.
And within the
Luann
first
from
30
King
seconds,
of the Hill
so
just
everybody's
out
going
of
to
her
be,
mouth. What the fuck
I'm
is
so confused. What's going on here?
Listen,
Oh yeah.
Never going to be able to process this.
listen.
correctly.
Then when she starts cooking actual fucking good food, this is April's famous biscuits and gravy. Like, then she gets in there, she starts cooking it. Next thing you know, somebody gonna marry you. That's how you get wilderness white boys to come out of the woods and go, I'm gonna marry that girl. She makes some goddamn good biscuits and gravy. She had me hungry just looking at the screen and shit. Fucking, just say.
Shoot.
You should have a cooking show. You should.
I do cook some videos sometimes and post
Like
them.
I said, okay, I'm back to Thomas. I'm gonna fight you in the morning. But April, no, seriously, hit me up. We can do. Oh, and
Yeah.
here are the infamous Mary Janes.
Oh, those
They're
are
very
cute.
comfortable. You see how it's very cushy. These are the
That's
Mary
an
Janes.
ugly-
This is yes. Can you not read?
Those are very
I'm
cute.
sorry. It's only got a little itty bitty tag, and my eyes. Listen, I know. I
Have
normally
it.
wear Coke bottle glasses that allow me to see dead people in the room and shit.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't see the damn tag. Like for real though.
Oh yeah. Oh, Thomas, I made a video since last week. You doubted me on getting in trouble for making coffee at the beginning of the Sunday school, so I made the video as I was making coffee. You can see my dad walking past in the background like this heifer. But he gotta love me because
I mean, he is. You know, he did
I
understand
belong
what he unleashed
to
on the rest of
him.
us. Like he knew. He just kind of looks at you and you go, But like,
okay. First of all, for y'all that don't know, for y'all that don't know, okay, my mom and daddy shouldn't have met each other because my mama she was a little bit of a whore. Okay, she snuck into a club. Walked into my father.
God damn.
He left the face print on his
Kicking
shirt.
strays for no
And
reason.
my dad,
God.
that right there is what
damn.
broke me.
My mama's a little bit of a hoe.
What the fuck?
That's
my
a.
daddy
I just
was
ducked
like,
my head in you.
well, he told
That one?
my
I mean,
my
if you wanted an accurate
That's what
descriptor, I guess I
well,
guess
he
that'll
told
do.
my
But
pimpalicious uncle, like, I'm gonna marry her. Well, he did fuck her on the same night that she decided to write her phone number on a whole piece of notebook paper, and I was like, "Oh, is you cool?"
Maybe
she went back home.
Maybe she saw his eyes, his glasses, and didn't think he could see.
He didn't. My daddy don't wear. Well, my daddy just now started wearing glasses, and I'm trying to get his glasses
know.
game together because the shit is pathetic. But anywho, and for those of y'all that think that I'm hating on my daddy, keep in mind I'm the girly pop with over 300 pair of glasses. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But so my mama went home and decided not to tell my daddy that she was pregnant. She gave me up for adoption. Lo and behold, my daddy decided he wanted to be a daddy. He ended up starting the process to adopt me. Then reconnected with my mother. They fell in love. Do you know how fucked up it is to be readopted by your fucking parents?
That is wild, girl.
that's
In an international adoption? Like, I'm sitting in court and the magistrate is like, do you want to be with them? Bitch, I'm supposed to be with them.
That is wild.
I'm 99% sure that everyone throughout that entire process was just confused.
I'm over here going.
Because I would be.
My mother and father didn't adopt me. They was in a room together, naked, and they created me, which is one of the things I said that Martha and Robert shouldn't have done. But y'all got some fucking adoption stories from hell. All I wanted to do was adopt a little Caucasian kid and raise him. You know.
And here's the thing. Soon as my adoption was completed, and then adoption didn't come with immigration papers for me. I get to watch on national TV and flash across the screen that my uncle was shot in a recording studio. And I was like, well, is that why y'all said I couldn't go hang out with him? I thought y'all just said he made music.
What's going on in that recording studio? You know what?
I
never mind,
told
because
you.
we
No,
got to get to final thoughts here in a second.
No, I told you about this because there is a particular group that is very well respected in hip hop. They lost a DJ.
Ooh. Never mind. I know. Never mind.
Yeah.
We gotta
Okay.
get
Like
the
my
final thought.
original last name. This is why I never say it online, because that will unlock the key to people being able to find where I am.
Don't say it now. Don't say it now because I'm not.
Oh, you know I'm not.
Listen,
You
if
know
Hip
I'm
Hop
not.
DX calls me, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But ladies and gentlemen, as we like to do on this show, we like to have what is called our final thoughts. That is the thoughts that we give out that get you guys through the week until you see us again. And April, first and foremost, thank you for being here. Thank you for.
And will you come back and hang out with us again, please, April?
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We would bring the whole cast of your podcast on here if you want to. Speaking of which,
Oh, they would love it.
do you have anything you want to shout out? Please shout out your podcast. Please do.
So I personally have Soul Searching with Deep South Korean, but I also have another one with some friends, which is Only Cad's Podcast. And we are currently loading new episodes the first Wednesday of every month for that. We are all Korean adoptees, but we don't focus on Korean adoptee stuff. We just kind of like you guys. We just talk and shoot the shit, right? And I am trying to go back to Korea, so if anybody would like to support that, you can buy merch and you can buy time with me at deepsouthkorean.com. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, that's where you can find me if you want to get in touch. Also, if you have any questions, things like that.
So, as we like to do here, we like to offer our guests the first final thought. So, April Williamson, final thought.
Stay strong. Remember what you're fighting for. I know times are kind of crazy right now, so you gotta dance to keep fighting sometimes. So try to take care of yourself, and hopefully we can all get through this and see the other side of it.
That works. All right, I flipped the coin. Angry. We'll go first. Angry. Final thought.
So, this has been one roller coaster ride of a show. So I learned a lot about Taz, and some things I don't think I should have. I don't think I'm old enough to learn about. But regardless, April, I do really appreciate you coming and just kind of sitting here with us and laughing at our idiocy. Because yeah, that's what, that's what we do. We do, and we say dumb shit. So I appreciate you coming by and just laughing at us. So that's all I got. That's my final thought.
All right.
It was great. It's been fun.
Strays. I think I was pretty good this week. This is pretty tame for me.
You absolutely were. You absolutely were. Taz, final thoughts, please.
And Twin, where have we been? You just gonna
No, but there's some things that I'm processing. I'm processing.
I process every time we do this show. Every time.
He's
and I'm sure
processing, but let my final thoughts be this. First of all, if you get a message and my name is attached to it and you open it in public, it ain't my fault. Stop being me. You know it's me. You know it's not safe for the general public. I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing that. But in
a closet,
as you should, you need to get a scrim. Okay, you need to get a skiff. Open it there. Shit. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not well. I incited a coup at the Grippy Sock Casino and Resort. What the fuck? And people, they follow me and they confirm this to y'all. That they say, yeah, she did. I was there. I was a fellow patient. Like, what the fuck? And let's not forget that I got to the Grippy Sock Casino and Resort because I decided to do my shit live on air. Because I was like, well, I should at least leave like a payment for my kids if I'm gonna do this. But I digress. In all seriousness, if we're going to move towards equity, you have to value different perspectives, different lived experiences, and be willing to listen. People like April that are willing to let us look behind the curtain, to open the door, respect it. Stop saying that people are underrated. There's no such thing as underrated. There is a such thing as undersupported. So break break that chain right now. Support her on all of her platforms. Make sure her voice and the voice of others that she's trying to help amplify get out there. Listen to them. Put your feelings in a backpack and sit it by the front door and come back to it after you really listen to the education that's being provided to you for free. In this economy where everything costs, including our sanity, uh, take whatever you can get from free and appreciate it. Those are my final thoughts.
All right. Mr.
Oh,
Gambit.
and hold on, real quick. Um, I will behave, Thomas, if I get the pink sparkly bedazzled members only jacket. Until then, you get what you get, bro.
I will work on it. I will work on
I'm the
Miss-
quintessential
So-
little sister, and I'm proud of
I
it.
know.
Don't
I know.
work on it. Don't work on it. Just do it, man. Just get
I'll
it.
do it.
Don't
I'll
work
get
on it. Just get it.
Got it. Mr. Gambit, final thoughts.
Textbook cases, we all fit the profile. Mass surveillance, we opened the door. Prey on the fears, blurred lines of right and wrong. Sped up till we can't slow down. And at this velocity, one wrong move and we all go down. Brace for a reckoning. But they have the power, and we have the numbers now. It's all just a constant illusion of control. They break us like horses. How long will we drag their plow? What will continue to be is what we allow.
Damn. I gotta follow that. Gotta follow that.
Yes, you do.
All right. And now for my final thoughts. This week
Kaz is
has
the greatest.
been this week has been a very tumultuous week in the United States. We are starting to discover that some of our elected leaders are some of the most disgusting human beings on the face of the earth. They have done nasty things. They have harmed people, institutions, kids, elderly, doesn't really matter. We have watched as people have traded off food for health care. And then they said, well, you really don't need the help. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is this. This is a camera, ladies and gentlemen. This is a microphone. It's a camera. Got a couple of screens here. Far too many of y'all are addicted to this shit to do any fucking change in the world. I said exactly what I said. The reason I said that is this. This past week, past couple of days, actually, I was confronted with a reality that I did not want to accept. And that reality is this. If it doesn't happen in front of a TikTok screen, nobody gives a fuck. If it does not happen in front of a social media screen, nobody seems to give a fuck. On TikTok, we have had several men and women who have made some very problematic pedophilic bullshit comments and videos and things of that nature. Most people just want them off the app. They don't want them in jail. They don't want them under a prison. They don't want a supermax dropped on top of them. They just want them off the app because the app is the only fucking thing that matters. There are far too many people who call themselves activists and people who are doing change that only do it in front of a fucking camera. Now that is something that annoys the shit out of me, especially considering the fact that I come from a time in American history where our leaders told us everything was great while the police, crack cocaine, and bullets said otherwise to me. I live with that knowledge, and it is something that I never let go of. It is one of the things that keeps me doing what I do. However, I don't do everything in front of a fucking screen. I don't have to. If I'm going to donate money to someone, you will never know. Why? Because I don't need the notoriety. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do have 1.1 million followers on TikTok. That And 2 cents may get me a half a cup of cold ass coffee. It
Because
means
I still come and sell the records.
here you go. I do what I do not for notoriety. I do it because it is the right thing to do. I tell people all the time, I love you. I tell people I'm proud of you. I tell people, you are worthy. You are needed in this world, not because I need the notoriety, but because it is the right thing to do. But that's not good enough. You see, if you don't do it in front of a camera, did it really happen? When in the fuck did that become normal? When did that become normal? Do you know what you get when you live your life in front of a fucking camera? Donald Trump is president twice. You see, Donald Trump did not need to have policy. Donald Trump didn't need to have any sort of understanding of the job that he was about to do. No, all he needed was a camera. He signed shit in front of the camera because he knows his idiotic fucking followers will watch it. He says things in front of microphones and cameras because he knows his idiotic fucking followers will follow it. What I did not think would ever happen in my lifetime is that there would be so many people who are fighting against Donald Trump want to do the exact same thing. You don't want to fight him in your communities. You don't want to fight him in churches. You don't want to fight him on the street. No, you want to fight him in front of the fucking camera where the lighting is great and you got to make sure your makeup is done. I don't fucking operate like that. Never have. It is a detriment to those who I know for a fact died outside of those cameras for me to be trying to pretend in front of them. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that does online social activism. I'm really not. I am not knocking you at all. But one day, a choice is going to happen. Do you want to be famous or do you want to be right? Do you want to have the notoriety and the following and the clicks and the coins and the super chats and things of that nature? Or do you want to fucking impact somebody's life? And on that day, when that choice is arisen to you, if you pick the notoriety, then you were never an activist. You were a performer. The ugliness that is the American psyche in 2025 cannot be confronted just by being in front of a camera, but it has to be behind it. People need to know that they are loved. People need to know that they're needed. Sometimes you got to flirt with them. Sometimes you got to cajole them. Sometimes you have to be very fucking firm. Sometimes you have to be what I used to call, what I was told drill sergeants were, which is the velvet fist. Yeah, it's going to hit you, but it's going to feel so good when it does. What I've discovered is that there are far too many fucking people who would rather perform than to actually change anything in this world. Now, as a child of the 80s, a child of Reagan, a child of the AIDS epidemic, a child of the crack epidemic, a child of gang violence in the inner city, when I was told that my life expectancy was between 18 and 25, and I celebrated when I turned 25, only to realize my little brother was 4 years younger than me. This all bothers me. I'm having an extremely hard time with it. Do I change myself because I've got 1 million followers, or do I continue to be the person I was long before I even picked up a fucking phone? I know what my choice is. The question now becomes, what is yours? Because if you want to be an activist with the nastiness that sits on the outside of that camera, but the only way your activism even matters is if you're in front of it, this isn't the fight for you. There are people tonight who went to bed with no food in their belly. There are men and women who have to get up tomorrow morning to go to work. They have a broken bone in their foot, a bone in their arm, but they still got to get up and do it. Because in America, healthcare isn't a choice. Isn't a right. It's a privilege. And some of you non-camera ready motherfuckers only want to tackle any of that when somebody can fucking see you and give you the super chats and coins that you want. You're in our way. at this stage of the game, you either lead with your camera in front of you, follow by putting that thing down, or move out of the fucking way. We need fighters, not light fixtures. That's my final thought. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this show.
Wait, quick,
Yes.
quick
question.
quick caveat. For any of the Villains Guild that are watching this and for people to move forward, I am going to say this as the villain at arms. If you do not run it by me first when you have a problem, don't speak on it. From this day forward, if it does not come through me and I've not had a conversation about it, it will be ignored because it will be looked at as not a problem.
Oops.
We're not
That's your villain
going
at
to
arms,
keep
ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of
having
the show.
this. Yeah, we're not going to keep having this back and
No.
forth. And
Nope. We're not doing
also,
it.
whoever you watch on GCPR, please support them on other platforms. And I'm going to say this from conversations with Taz, leaning over to conversations with the big brother, T. Nathan. Make sure you're following him on all other social media platforms.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. T. Nathan does more in a day than most people do in a year. I would like to thank April Williamson for being the big-hearted human being to even come into this show. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of everyone's heart. Thank you so much. We absolutely would love to have you back anytime.
We besties now, April.
Yes,
Yes,
girl.
now
I
y'all
had
can
so
text
much
each other.
fun. Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
For myself, for Taz, for Angry, and for Gambit, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Stay tuned for Conversations with T. Nathan. We will see you all in 7 whole days. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, the villains are out. Good night, y'all. Good night, everybody. All right, that was